Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. Today's Monday. I don't know. Oh, what are you saying, Ivy? It's me? Yeah, you waving? It's a very, very windy day. Storm Brendan, I want to say, is apparently on its way to Scotland, so it's very windy. Today I thought I would start with a new series of videos. You got your blueberries. Ivy is doing some drawing and eating some blueberries, so we'll see how long that lasts. But what I want to do is talk about products that are slightly more affordable, because not a lot of vegan products, I would say in general, plant-based eating, plant-based lifestyle is more affordable than... What's up? Yay! Yay! Here we go. So my supermarket shops tend to be fortnightly. I will spend about 45 to 50 pounds. Ivy's already in it, what we're going to be talking about. So I might as well get straight to the point. So yeah, I buy my store-cupboard ingredients, my fruit and vegetables, I take my shopping list, I know what I'm cooking, and then I will top up, which is where I spend more money actually, online, buying things like nut butters if I don't get them in the supermarket, and chocolates or cheeses or things like that. Like I noticed in Sainsbury's the other day, the Ben & Jerry's vegan ice cream was £6, whereas the standard one was £3.75. Like, to me that doesn't make any sense. Some of the cheeses I did in my last video, one of them I think was £8.45, and I know that that is maybe off-putting for some people and it's not that important, so if you don't like cheese you're not going to spend that anyway. But what I want to do is start a series on affordable plant-based foods. So looking at things like today we're going to do chocolate, and looking at the, I'd say, cheaper brands, or those that are not so expensive, not like necessarily even specifically vegan brands, because I sometimes think when the vegan label and the vegan tag comes in, then things can cost more. Whereas there are certain items that are almost accidentally vegan, sometimes that are more reasonable in price. So I'm going to look at some chocolates today. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ivy's really desperate to try one. I might let her try this. This is the Moo Bunny Honeycomb. So this is a dairy and gluten-free chocolate bar. I think this was £1, which is probably not the best value, to be honest, for something so small. But I thought we'd try that. I might let her have a little taste. I've not actually tried chocolate before, so this will be interesting. She's had a bit of hot chocolate, but she's never tried. So these are actually designed for kids, probably not as young as Ivy, but we'll let her try a little bit anyway. What is this? Want to try a little bit? Mummy will try a little bit. So this is a honeycomb, so it's got like little bits of honeycomb in it. I don't know if you can see that. It's very sweet actually. Not suitable for babies, but Ivy seems to like it, obviously. And that's your last piece, just a tiny little piece. Yeah, as I said, this is the first time she's actually had chocolate. The next one, this is my absolute favourite. And for me, chocolate's not a difficulty because I don't particularly like milk chocolate. I've always preferred dark chocolate. I just love the taste of it. I love the fact that you feel quite satisfied after a couple of pieces. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but most of these chocolates are dark chocolate, because I'm not going to be giving an honest review of milk chocolate when I don't particularly like it. This is Lindit's 85% dark chocolate, and this is my go-to chocolate. I get it all the time. Doesn't have a vegan label on it, but the ingredients are cocoa mass, fat-reduced cocoa, cocoa butter, demerara sugar, and vanilla. It does say it may contain nuts, milk, soy, and sesame seeds, but I think that that is just because of the factory it's produced. So, as I said, it doesn't have a vegan stamp, but from looking at the ingredients, there is nothing in there that is other than like the fact that it's got the warning on it. And I love this dark chocolate. Hold on, I've got some dinner cooking for Ivy here, so I'm just going to check. Should have done this while she was having her nap because... Oh, I love dark chocolate. The other great thing about it is that it is much lower in sugar. So the sugar in this 85% dark chocolate is 11 grams per 100 grams. If you compare that to a milk chocolate, so I've got this Sainsbury's milk chocolate, so it's got 17 grams in this little bar, which is 35 grams. So 17, over half of that nearly is sugar. Yeah, so that's quite a good comparison, and another reason why I really like dark chocolate. So this is my favourite one, and it comes in foil. It's obviously a rather large bar. I would say I usually have about 2 or 3 pieces, but they're quite big. So a square is like, don't eat that please. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I would have 2 or 3 pieces of that, and you know, the squares are quite big. So I'm gonna have a little taste just because I love it. And I also love it with a peppermint tea. Don't ask me why, I just like dipping it in, because the thing about dark chocolate is it doesn't melt as quickly. So that is my absolute favourite. Just love it. I love the tanginess. I love the fact it's strong. Dip it in the tea. Like quite thin. So yeah, that's always going to be a firm favourite for me. That was £2 for 100 grams. So much better value than this little moo bar. But I guess it's marketed towards children, which is 23 grams. So this is Sainsbury's own. I haven't tried this before. It's 70% dark chocolate, and it has 5.4 grams of sugar, but that's per. So let's see. Per 100 grams, it's got 27 grams of sugar. So you can see the difference between a 70% and an 85%. So chocolate's a treat, and I'm fully accepting of the fact that a treat has sugar in it, and most people are aware of that. But I just want to kind of give an overview of what the difference is. So this one, the 70% one, which I think if you're not a fan of dark chocolate, 70% is probably more palatable. And that cost, let me just check, I think it was £1.45. So this was £1.45. Taste tested by customers, and it's got a hint of red wine and berry flavours. Again, this one in terms of ingredients says cocoa mass, sugar, cocoa butter. It's got soy in it, and yeah, it doesn't have a vegan stamp again, but oh, it does have a V. I don't know if that means vegetarian or vegan, that one actually. That V there. I think that's the vegetarian stamp. But as I said, as an ingredient, there is not dairy in there, so let's have a try. What have you got there, Ivy? So, again, this has nice big squares. I love the big squares. That is much more meltable than the 85% Lindt one, but I still prefer the Lindt because I just love the dark chocolate flavour. But I would say if you're not such a keen fan of dark chocolate, this 70% Sainsbury's one might be a good option. We also have a free from, which was actually from the free from section, wheat, milk and gluten. And this is another dark chocolate one. It's only 50% cocoa solids, this one, and it is vegan. It's got the vegan stamp on the back. And it's 50% dark chocolate, so it's going to be a lot sweeter than the others, and it has got 57 grams of sugar per 100 grams compared to the Lindt, which was, what was that again, 11 grams per 100. So we'll give it a try. Yes, to me that tastes like milk chocolate, but it's not as creamy. So it tastes quite sugary. Like on my palate, personally, I think that tastes very sugary, even though it's a dark chocolate. But it is 50% cocoa solid. And that cost £1.10 for, I think it's 100 grams. Yes, that was £1.10, so it was cheaper than the Lindt and the Sainsbury's own brand. And then finally I got one milk chocolate one, which is actually milk chocolate. So that again is from the Free From range, and it's got the vegan stamp. And that was only 45 pence, but it is only probably 40 grams, is it? 35 grams, so I need to check Abby's lunch again. Just making some pasta. So we're going to try this last one, which is the milk chocolate Free From range. So this one is just your standard little squares of chocolate. I am not holding out hope for this because I'm not a fan of milk chocolate anyway. Yeah, I mean, to me that just tastes so sweet. Not a fan at all. It's just like far too sweet. Yeah, so I'm going to put those in order of preference. Number one for me is the Lindt, which was £2. Number two, I'm going to say, was the Sainsbury's own, and that is 70% dark chocolate. And again, neither of those two have the vegan stamp on them, but there is no dairy in the ingredients other than could possibly contain cross-contamination warnings. Then I'm actually going to say the Moo Bunny is my next favourite, just because it tastes a bit different, and that is the Free From Bunny Comb, and that cost £1, and it has got the vegan stamp. Then I'm going to say it's the dark chocolate from the Free From range, and that one was £1.10. And then finally the milk chocolate from the Free From range, which was 45 pence. And so lastly is the milk chocolate from the Free From range. Yeah, sorry, this is hard to do. And that's purely because A, I don't really like milk chocolate, and B, it just tastes far too sweet for me. Not a fan at all. As I said, there are lots of vegan brands, but they don't tend to be that cheap. And if you are not bothered about the vegan label and you're okay with the fact that things have like a warning that they might contain, then I would say pick... I want some peppermint tea. Don't think you like that. Nice. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you have any other suggestions of things you would like me to look at in terms of affordability of different vegan items, I think I'll do yogurt next, and also some affordable cheeses. Oh, did you hurt your mouth? So thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you all soon.